Welcome to the Third Win channel. Today we're doing reactions to the first 12 games of the Euros, so the first round, all 24 teams have played. And if you didn't know, we do some group predictions on this channel. That's already out. If you want to go see those, you are welcome to. I've predicted the outcome of every group already, but without further ado, let's get into the video. And our first game of the tournament was Turkey and Italy, which went 0-3. We had a bit of a dull first half with Italy mostly taking the reins, and then Italy showed Turkey who's boss in the second half with Insigne's amazing vision. He set up a lot of the stuff to happen with Immobile's help, and I thought it was beautiful football, unique to any other team in the Euros. And yeah, my notable name from this game is definitely Insigne. I thought he was fantastic. And Turkey, after Italy scored one goal, they seemed to get lazy and seemed to kind of not care anymore, which I criticize. That's not a winner instinct. Next game we have our second game in Group A is Wales Switzerland, which I thought was a really exciting thriller. I did think that Switzerland was the better team of the two, and I think both teams have this fire in them that they're these powerful underdogs. Well, Switzerland's quite high in the ranking, but I have to say I think Switzerland play better, and one of the names that really stands out to me is Mbolo. My God, is this guy amazing? How his strength, he can just get through with the ball. You can't take it away from him. I think he's going to do great things. If you have a fantasy team in this tournament, definitely get Mbolo in on your squad. But Group A, that's it. I'm surprised Switzerland only gets 1 point from the Wales game, but yes, we got Italy with 3, Switzerland 1, Wales 1, Turkey 0. I think this is a super strong group, and I have no idea where this might go. All I know is that Switzerland is making it through, and if I had to guess who else is making it through, I'd say probably Switzerland. Moving on, we have Group B, and the first game is Denmark 0, Finland 1. I don't really want to get into the what happened because it's so sad, and I couldn't take my mind off of it for a couple days. But basically Ericsson is ruled out, and they had to pause the game. And when they restarted, the Danish players just weren't themselves. Their team is kind of built around Ericsson, and they did lose to Finland, which is a big underdog, a big surprise. And I don't see Denmark doing so well in this tournament anymore. Finland, on the other hand, I think are fiery. They got a spirit to them. And I don't really have any names that stood out in this game. It was kind of just hard to watch. But let's move on to Belgium-Russia, which was a spanking. Belgium beat Russia 3-0. It was really quite entertaining to see Lukaku smash those goals. And yeah, my name from this game is definitely Lukaku. He's showing what a striker he is now. Incredible. And I don't know. It's hard to kind of judge Russia from this game because it was just they were not very good. But yeah, that group ended with Belgium and Finland taking 3 points and Denmark and Russia taking 0. What do I think? I think this group might be one of those groups where the best third place team doesn't come through here. I think that Russia might keep losing, and I think that Denmark's going to struggle to get points in this group. So we'll have to see. But I think Belgium, Finland are definitely making it out of this group, and quite shocking, honestly. This is I think our biggest surprise. Denmark struggling. Next, Group C. Austria, North Macedonia. This was quite an exciting game. A lot of people thought the North Macedonia would be a big underdog in this tournament, which does mean that you have to have them win this game, I think. And it didn't quite happen. The goal they did get was a bit of a fluke. They got lucky, but Austria showed that they are not someone to mess with, and they scored some amazing goals. Very talented attack, I think, well structured. And yeah, I think they're a great squad. I'm excited to see the next game. Moving on, we have Netherlands Ukraine, and this game sat still at 0-0 all the way until like the 60th minute, and then Netherlands comes with 2 goals. Ukraine comes back with 2 goals in like the 75th minute. I will mention I think both of the Ukrainian goals were quite lucky, but because they were lucky, they were beautiful. Those shots, Yarmolenko, ooh, and then Netherlands manages to wrap up the game with getting that essential 3 points with Dumfries' goal, and that's my name of the game. Actually, I think Dumfries, although he did miss some shots and he could have done better, he was always in the right place. He was getting the ball a lot. I think you're going to see a lot from Dumfries in this tournament. Moving on, yep, that's Group C done. Austria, Netherlands, 3 points each. Um, I'm excited for the Austria-Ukraine game because I think that that will decide how this group will go. But what I can say with chess is that North Macedonia, I really don't see it, guys. It's not gonna work. But let's move on to Group D, where we had the rematch of the World Cup semifinal, England beating Croatia this time, and what a game this was. England was the better team all around with this aged Croatia squad not really impressing me much. Modric still, of course, amazing to watch. Still a brilliant player. But England was really great. You got to see this squad depth really kick in. I love to watch Foden take some long shots. I love to see Sterling maneuver the ball in the box like he does. And yeah, I think, this confident win is showing of what England might do in this tournament. But let's move on to Scotland and Czech Republic because, man, what's his name? Schick. This guy scoring from the halfway line, scoring an amazing header. What a striker this guy is. He surprised me, but I will mention that this wasn't as one-sided as the score makes it appear. I think Scotland had many great attempts. Robertson shining in this game for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up some points somewhere else in the group, maybe against Croatia. But Czech Republic showing up this tournament, and I fear that this already sends them into the knockout stages. And that brings us to the table. Yes, Czech Republic 3 points, which I think will be enough to already qualify them. It's incredible performance. Although I do have England and Croatia next, so they might just remain on that 3 point line. Scotland, exciting, but now with this loss against Czech Republic, I don't know. I like their squad, but against Croatia and England, they're going to struggle, especially against England, right? But yeah, I see England making it out of this group, but it does mix it up with Czech Republic getting 3 points. Let's go move on to Group E, where our first game was Poland Slovakia, and going into this game, I was like, okay, Poland will win this game. It shouldn't be a huge problem. But watching two players in particular, so their names are Mak and Hamzik. Wow, these players top class. Their confidence. I love watching Slovakia play. I thought they were super fun to watch. Just the maneuvering and the dribbling and the confidence. Those are the words that come to mind when I watch this game. Yes, Poland did get a goal in the second half, but they just Lewandowski wasn't getting the ball. Things weren't clicking. I think there's something wrong in the midfield, and I think I actually see Slovakia doing quite well in this group, which is the group with Spain and Sweden, which played 0-0, and this game has a lot of information in it. It went 0-0 in Spain. That means Spain lost, no, not lost, tied to Sweden at home. And I think the main kind of point to take from this is how dull the Spanish striking force is. They don't have the strikers they used to have, like that David Villa or Fernando Torres. It's just not there. Like everything is in place, the defense, the midfield, great, but who's gonna score the goals? Whereas Sweden, they didn't have to do anything in the first half. They sat deep, and in the second half, they showed that they are a threat. I'd argue they were closer to scoring than Spain, with Isak and really showing that he can dribble around and get into the right spots. Um, and then I also want to mention honorable mention to Lindelof and the goalkeeper because I thought that they saved Sweden from probably losing this game a couple times. So impressive. I'm really eager to see what Sweden might do in this tournament, and I will make the prediction now. I don't think it's it. I think that they're gonna actually not do so well in this tournament. They'll get out of the group probably, but they won't make it to a final or anything like that. But let's move on. Yes, this is our table now. Slovakia, for a little bit at least, they're in the lead with Sweden having 1 point with Spain shared, and Poland with 0. I think it's a rough road for Poland here. They have to beat either Spain or Sweden, and I don't see their team working. It looks very dysfunctional. And then the games with Slovakia, Sweden, and Slovakia, Spain, I think those are going to be really fiery and interesting. So excited for the games in this group. And then the games we got to see today, fresh off the press. 0-3 Portugal. But this scoreline is interesting because all the goals came after the 84th minute. Uh, two of which being Ronaldo, which sent him flying straight into a record, which I'll talk about a little later. But this was, I mean, Portugal were better the whole game. They had many good chances in the first half, and the second half it just a little slow at first, but then yes, at the end of the half they wrapped the deal. I didn't really have a doubt in my mind that Portugal would take this one, and 3 goals. Yeah, better than they did last Euros. I think that this kind of solidifies their place in the knockout stages as well. Hungary, not bad, but when I get to the next game, oh, by the way, my name for this game definitely Ronaldo. Amazing. I'm a big Ronaldo fan. But moving on, Hungary, they're not gonna beat either France or Germany, I think, because watching this game, this felt like a final. I don't know if anyone else relates to this, but France scored 3, but 2 of them were disallowed the goals. But oh my God, their team is amazing. Just thinking about players like Mbappe and Pogba's passing this game was amazing. What else can I say about this game? No doubt in my mind, France, very quality. They feel like winners of the whole thing to me. Should have been 2-0 at least. And Germany, they just feel like when you're watching France attack, it feels like there's a flow and it's working. When Germany's attacking, it feels like, I don't know, scratching Legos together. It's just like they're stumbling. They're not using the width of the pitch. It's not good, man. You know, they might qualify from this group, but they're not winning the Euros this year. That's for sure. But yeah, that's Group F. Portugal and France deservingly getting 3 points each. Moving on, I think I'm guessing everyone's gonna get 3 points against Hungary, although I don't think they're a bad squad. They're just in the wrong group. And then yeah, 3 points should be enough to get out of the group. But who wins between like Portugal, Germany? I think Portugal, to be honest, and France, Portugal, probably France. But yeah, that's all the groups. Just some interesting statistics before we close out this video. Ronaldo overtaking the Euro all-time top scorer with 11 or 12 goals, scoring 2 goals against Hungary. What a record. I'm sure you'll hold that one for a long time. And he could score a bunch of goals in this Euro. Maybe not in the group stages, but definitely in the knockout stages. Then I also want to put some weight to that. I've noticed that in the first half, goals weren't being scored so much. 7 goals only in the first half of games. And then 21 goals scored in the second half, which is a pretty big statistic. If you like sports betting, then you can, I mean, this is a statistic you can use to your advantage for sure. But other than that, I guess it's not really notable. Other than maybe you can only watch the second half and have more fun. But I think something more important is that 28 goals scored in 12 games. That's a lot, especially for these big tournaments. You see score lines like 1-0, 0-0 a lot, and we only saw 1-0-0 so far. So 28 goals. We've been spoiled, guys. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys soon for a recap of the next match week, and then I'll react to my predictions, and then I'll make more predictions for the round of 16. So make sure to subscribe if you enjoy this kind of Euro content. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.